Hello, ladies and or gentlemen, and welcome to Tiny Chuck.
Well, boys and girls, with the recent release of Kingdom Hearts 3, I thought I'd talk a little bit about Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts to me is something that existed, but I never really got into until I was older. It was more of my sister's type of game, but she didn't really play a lot of the other ones. So until recently, because I bought the collections, so she's been playing through the third one, I guess, and Union.
It wasn't until I got older and I started hearing the hype about Kingdom Hearts 3 that I started getting back into Kingdom Hearts. I bought the collections, and I played through all of them, except for the stupid card game one, and I watched all of the movies, which led all the way up to Kingdom Hearts 3, which I played on beginner, beat on 27 hours, and enjoyed myself to an extent. Kingdom Hearts is one of those games where it's stupid, but it's so sincere in its stupidity that you just have to love it. The plot makes no sense. The reason why you go to Disney Worlds and stuff is kind of ridiculous, and very little to the plot besides the Princesses of Heart or whatever it is. But the gameplay is super fun, very enjoyable, and just seeing the old Disney stories retold in a Kingdom Hearts style is kind of interesting. And it's kind of when you're like going into the next world and be like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Is something crazy gonna happen? And then you find out it's just the main storyline with just some minor characters going like, Sora!
Blah, 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 darkness, blah, 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 light, blah, 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 Kingdom Hearts.
It's me! Anyway, since most of the Kingdom Hearts games are the same, except for that card game and all these other stupid games that have the unique, different mechanics and how the game plays, you notice how they keep the main games with the same combat, but they kind of steal some of the other mechanics from the other games, like the shot lock system from Dream Drop Distance, or from fucking who cares. Anyway, I became a pretty big fan of Kingdom Hearts in the last year. Like I said, I played through most everything, and I watched a lot of stuff. I watched some cutscenes for the other games that I didn't play, because I'm a cheater and I don't really care for that whole Castle Oblivion nonsense. Really what we want to see from Kingdom Hearts is see Sora, the character we've come to love and hate at the same time, go to many different Disney worlds and see how they do it differently. I noticed a lot of the Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds take place after the main story, where a lot of the older Disney worlds take place in the main story. Like the Frozen and the Tangled one took place in the story, but like the Toy Story one and the Monsters Inc. one took place after the main story was over with. If I had to choose which world I like the best, I'd probably say the Pirates of the Caribbean one. I haven't seen the movie, so I really don't understand what goes on for most of the games. But the plot is basic enough for me to understand it. And I really like the ship battle things. I haven't played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but if it was like that, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot. The ship battles were fun. Getting to explore, it's kind of like an open world inside of an open world. When I was playing the game, I remember saying, the last thing that this game needs is another open world inside an open world for us to explore.
The music of Kingdom Hearts is quite enjoyable. There is very upbeat, kind of bouncy music the whole time. You have reprises of Dearly Beloved, and the main theme is kind of enjoyable to listen to. But some of the music you don't really pay attention to. It's not as heavy as like a Final Fantasy title from Final Fantasy 1 to 10. After that, you kind of lose track of what the music sounds like through all the other stuff that's going on through dialogue and combat noises and stuff. Especially Final Fantasy games from 7 to 10. You know what the music is. You hear it vibrantly. It's not too loud, obviously. Otherwise, you would be, oh, why is this so loud? But you hear it clearly. With Kingdom Hearts, there's so much going on the game screen at once that it's kind of hard to notice the music unless it's inside of a cutscene, or unless you stop and pay attention like a world hub. Like when you go to Traverse Town, the Traverse Town theme is very good. It's something you can actually hear. But when you're in combat, sometimes it's easy to miss through all the other stuff that's going on. The sound of money dropping to the floor, you picking it up, all these characters talking. Speaking of characters talking about Donald and Goofy, this might be a good place to find some ingredients. I was kind of disappointed in the lack of Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 3, but I'm sure you guys all have heard about that already and heard so many people complain about it. It's not really a huge deal. I wish we would have at least seen Traverse Town again. That would have brought back some good memories. I'm glad I played on beginner, so I don't gotta go through all this garbage just to see some secret ending that probably has nothing to do with the main game, like the Kingdom Hearts 3 one that was really weird. I just watch it all online. I'm not an achievement whore. I'm not really interested in anything that comes on the side. I'm more just interested in the base game and the character interactions. Speaking of character interactions, the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3, it seems like they were babying us with the dialogue. Like in the first few Kingdom Hearts games, including the spin-offs, Sora was kind of like he genuinely sounded like a kid and he acted like a kid. Of course, with age, the voice actor and the character are going to be acting a little different, but it's kind of weird hearing an older Sora start talking like he was when he was like a younger kid. Like so much of the dialogue in the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3 is so basic that it's kind of insulting to hear, and it was very, very annoying, especially in the Olympus world. And throughout the game when they're kind of like, oops, I guess I forgot. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a good game, but it doesn't quite live up to what the previous ones gave off. When I was getting closer to the end of the game, I was definitely realizing that they were going to pad it out into either another game or some type of crazy DLC or something. I explained on Facebook when it was kind of new that it solves a couple of plot points, but it doesn't solve many plot points. It mostly just solves the Xehanort plot point as far as the major thing goes, but it doesn't involve anything that has to do with pre-Kingdom Hearts, like the Union X key, whatever it is called. It doesn't explain what the black box is. It did explain who Lushu is, but it doesn't explain who the Master of Masters is. So you know they were trying to pad it for extra money. You could tell that it's a finished game, but it's something that they feel like if... I don't want to say it's rushed, because they had plenty of time to work on it. But for the way I believe the Kingdom Hearts fans deserved more. Since I got into it last year, I didn't really have to wait that long. But I could imagine if I was a longtime fan from the first game, that it would have been kind of a long wait. I mean, if you consider all the side games that were released outside of the main continuity, like 1, 2, and 3, you did have games every couple years or so, which is kind of nice. But it's not a full-fledged game. It's going to be shorter stories and such. Overall, Kingdom Hearts was a fun experience. I enjoyed it. I played it almost religiously until I got to the end of the game. I probably finished it within a couple of days. Like I said, it was 27 hours saved time. And if I had $1 for every time they said darkness in the Kingdom Hearts series, I would probably be a very wealthy man. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to my Kingdom Hearts retrospective, or I guess whatever you want to call it, kind of review, kind of not. Just me talking about my idea of Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, you crazy kids have fun. I'll see you next time in another video. Probably something another Square Enix related, maybe Final Fantasy VIII or something else that I really enjoy. And I'll see you all next time. You have a fantastic afternoon or morning.